Very complex, ongoing situation at this hour, but yes, we want to emphasize information still very sketchy, Aaron.
And we have some video, Barbara, that's just coming in. And given the fluid nature of this is off of Instagram. Everybody, you're looking at this. And you're hearing this loop, Barbara. This is as they're giving the warning. You can hear someone, in distress or fear there. There's been reports that this could have happened at a medical center on Fort Hood. There's been reports of perhaps one casualty. I mean, there are so many questions at this point. Can you tell us anything at all about whether there is one shooter, whether there are many shooters, anything about casualties, or at this point, really, we just don't know?
Well, I don't think we do. That looks to me like it's a housing area at Fort Hood.
Yeah.
And that is worth remembering. There are families with children who live.
Doors and windows. Shut off heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Seek shelter immediately.
Gotten off the phone with a source who works there. This official telling me there is an active shooter right now at Fort Hood. In fact, Fort Hood's Twitter account is advising all personnel at this time to shelter in place. Wolf, the reports are very sketchy, very preliminary, breaking just now as we are talking about it. This official also telling me sirens are going off everywhere on base right now. Security personnel obviously responding to this situation. We do not know, Wolf, the full scope of it and exactly what is going on. But at Fort Hood, Texas, this really makes people quite concerned because, of course, this was the base in 2009 where an Army Major, Major Nadal Hassan, went on a shooting rampage, killed
the PA system that is on post. We want to know what they are as well. Our Emily Collins is covering the story. Sophia Stamas is down there as well. We, of course, are bringing you much more from our newsroom and control room as well.
And I know we talked about Fort Hood. They're actually tweeting information out. We do have a tweet from Fort Hood. Can we show that right now? That's telling soldiers and people nearby to shelter in place. And we are actually receiving numerous calls to our newsroom right now from people that are identifying themselves as soldiers saying that they are being told to shelter in place right now. So this is coming from Fort Hood. This is the latest information that we've gotten from them so far. Also a confirmation to the Bell County Sheriff that there is a shooting on Fort Hood as well. So we will continue to pass along all of this information as it becomes available to us right now. But you heard Emily say a lot of folks speeding, a lot of officials, a lot of police personnel in the area, soldiers not being allowed on post if they don't have their identification. So continues to lead us to believe that they're still looking for someone right now.
And of course, we're on social media. This is a huge resource right now. People are tweeting us. I want to read a tweet from one person. This is unconfirmed. We want to mention that. This gentleman said, and this was 9 minutes ago, saying that I heard gunshots at 5:15. I don't know if it's Fort Hood or just the neighborhood I live in. It sounds like powerful weapons. We want to mention that if you're in the area, you are told to shelter in place, stay away from doors, stay away from windows, and make sure your safety is key. But this gentleman said, I heard gunshots at 5:15, 10 minutes ago. I don't know if it's Fort Hood or just the neighborhood I live in. It sounds like powerful weapons.
NBC Nightly News just confirming at this hour that they spoke to an official from Fort Hood that says a shooting did take place on Fort Hood. So this confirmation coming from Fort Hood now, that is something that we have received from the Post that lets us know that a shooting did in fact take place. Still no word on injuries. Our early reports indicate that there were several people that were injured. The only specific account that we heard of was the person who had wounds to the chest. We don't know if they're life-threatening, non-life-threatening. So we're still trying to learn more. Emily and Sophia are on